Hi fam, and welcome again to the SSTV show, Savvy Singers TV. I'm your boy, your host, Marlon Bailey on the inside. And today is a very special treat for me because I'm getting to interview someone who is normally on the other side of the camera. So we get him in a little kind of spot here. The founder of Sonlight Studios, right? He's here on the inside. You would know him when you see him, all right? And we get into talk a little bit about the engineering aspect of putting the shows together, what the cameraman and what the technicians expect from us, the creatives, the entertainers, the ministers, for the likes, yes? So today we want to welcome Eric Alvarez on the inside. How are you going, sir?
I am good, Marlon. Thank you for having me. Thanks to PRVM.
Yes, definitely.
And Savvy Singers for having me.
I'm so honored. I'm so honored. You're good? You're comfortable?
I'm good, yeah. I'm good. It's strange. It's strange being on this side of the camera. All
I
the
know,
years
right?
being, on the flip.
Yeah.
I'm watching people here, but
Right.
to be on this side,
Yes.
I had to get accustomed to it.
Yeah, to get accustomed to it. Every once in a while, you step out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because we're about entertaining, empowering, and educating.
Yeah.
And we brought you in to educate us. Because there are things that we know, things we don't know, and things we need to improve.
True.
Right? As from the standpoint of the engineer, the technical team.
Yeah.
So what started you on this journey? Is this something that you always like playing with the knobs and what started you?
I'll go back, but in steps.
Right.
So I like what you said about things we know, things we don't know, and things we need to improve.
Right.
And even I myself, I'm constantly looking for improvement.
Yes, sir.
Yes, there's a lot of things I know, but there's a lot I don't know simply because technology is always changing.
Right.
And so what I think I know today, tomorrow, that's ancient stuff.
And you are how much years into this?
All right. Video I started in 1999.
Right. Wow.
But I've been involved in tech since I've been small.
Right.
I have brothers who were DJs, so I used to be with them.
Right.
And, as a teenager, they would let me loose, so to speak. So even from then, I was very much involved in the tech.
Right. And I asked that question because, you are saying that there's always room to grow and to know. So I asked that question because, it's not just somebody who just came on the scene. And, for the position that you take to say that there's always room for improvement, and you yourself, who have been in it so long, you're still learning. Yeah. So that's why I asked that question.
Yeah. And I'll give you a little story to go with that.
Yes.
Since the pandemic, I actually started an online show called Red. And how that came about is, for years I've always said that, listen, I need to do my own thing. I want to do my own show. I want to host. I want to, But still, even with all of that, with all the knowledge I had, there was something about getting in front of the camera. But it's like this big eye, just watching it.
So you see what we just feel, Eric, you see, right.
But then, boom, pandemic.
Right.
And I sit down, and it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Wow.
Eric, you have no excuse.
This time.
You're home. What's stopping you?
Right.
You have all the gear. You have the knowledge. You know what to do. What really stopping you from doing it?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that from the standpoint of there's always room to improve.
Yes, sir.
And I'm saying, because I remember one of my lecturers in school said, people, instead of using the term problems, that you have a problem, say no, you now have an improvement opportunity.
Right. I like
what
that.
people see as a problem is actually a chance for you to improve
yourself. Yes.
And go to a different level.
I love that. I love that. And how it has been in this space, because this space is familiar grounds for you, right?
Yeah.
Because you have also been close to the PRVM Performing Arts Academy. So tell us that initial involvement with Shelley and the program. Yes?
Yeah. Actually, I coined a little phrase. Well, I think I coined it. PRVM for life, I think. Maybe, I don't know, I think.
Yeah.
But I think I was the one who started that because I think my first involvement with them was in 2007, I believe,
Right.
at a graduation. A friend of mine, a mutual friend of ours, I didn't know anything about the school.
Right.
He said, Eric, you ever heard about Pinnacle of Rubies?
Yeah.
I said, who is that?
Who's that?
Where is it? He said, no, it's a vocal school from Columbia, blah, 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 ting, ting, ting. And they want somebody to record their graduation video. I said, I know, but hook me up with them thing, you know. See, how much you go charge? Normal thing. I said, might be about X, but let me talk with them. And,
Yeah.
you know. So I eventually spoke to Shelley and Richard. And long story short, I was blown away. Listen, Marlon, I have been to all sorts of graduations.
Wow.
I could not believe the caliber that I was seeing.
Yes.
This is a vocal school.
A vocal school.
This is not UE. This is not some of them big recognized. This is a little obscure little school from there. And boy, when I hear the caliber of performance coming out, I said, nah. I said, but that is basic.
Right.
This is intermediate. You serious?
Right.
Because I was hearing people who, as far as I'm concerned, could have stood toe to toe with what we would have considered the big artists
Wow.
of the day.
Wow.
And here were people who had just came out of basic
Basic level.
or intermediate,
Yeah.
the breath control. I said,
Come on.
no. This guy. So that took me to a different space.
Right.
And then I forged a nice, tight relationship with Shelley and they, to the point that I decided to take the plunge and come to the school.
Nice.
So both my wife and I attended. I just did the basic.
Vocal training.
Vocal training. I brought along some other people with me
Yes.
from church, like
Yes.
Ansel. All of us were in the same class.
Right.
My wife, Ansel, and another young lady named Samantha. And well, we have a few people that came after. Now my son has done
Yes.
gone
All the
through
way
the
up.
whole shebang,
All
right?
the
Advanced,
way up.
master class,
I'm
the
telling
works,
you.
know. So
Breaking the ceiling.
yeah, and all because I was impacted by what I saw.
Yes.
I told Shelley very early, I said, Shelley, this is more than just a vocal school.
Awesome. Awesome.
So it wasn't a surprise to me years after to hear it now become the PRVM Performing Arts Academy.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
said, this is more than just a vocal
Yes,
school.
yes,
And even
yes.
with the Performing Arts Academy, what Shelley does and what Richard do with the people is more than just a school. I mean, they literally deal with the whole person.
The whole person.
Big life coaching and all that
Yes,
kind of stuff.
yes.
So,
So awesome.
boy,
So awesome. So awesome.
Yeah, you
so,
know, I could go on and on.
Yeah. So let's delve into to why you're here. You know,
Yeah.
tell us about those technical things, those engineering aspect. I know at one time we were talking, and you made mention of something that really caught me when you spoke about audience, different types of audience,
okay.
and you said that the camera itself
Yeah.
is an audience. To see it like that, explain what you mean.
Yeah. All right. So
To us listening.
So what I do, you know, people in my stead, is we typically refer to it as videography.
Right.
Right? So that's what it is. Yeah, photography, videography. But I tell singers, when I stand to engage you or vice versa, at that point I am no longer just a videographer. I am now your audience. Especially now with this pandemic, everything is online and
Yes.
virtual, that kind of stuff. You have to no longer see that as a camera, but as actually a person. Because on the other end,
Yes.
when I do this and I watch that, the person on the other end literally sees you watching them eye to eye, making that contact.
Yes.
So you need to now see that as your audience.
Right.
So I tell people this thing where the camera is looking at you, but you want to
Shine away.
imagine I'm talking to you, right? So you are interviewing me, but I'm answering you like this. How weird
That is
that
exactly.
looks. Or even like I'm watching the TV. Yeah, Marlon. So
It just don't
and I
look-
really like it. It looks
don't-
crazy.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a lot of people do that. They don't engage the camera because it's not totally their fault. Because for the most part, we operate in a live audience kind of space.
Right.
So there are people sitting there in front of you. So we tend to focus on them.
Right.
But then the camera represents
connecting you to a
thousands of other
wider
people.
audience.
Exactly.
Right.
So you must be able to connect to them via the camera.
Right. And that brings us to the performance part
Yeah.
of it. Stage presence, these different things.
Yeah.
What about mic control?
Yeah.
You know, when the easiest thing is to blame the technician, right?
I can hear some stories of that. Crazy.
So every time we have a problem, we look wherever the box is.
Yeah.
You find the box and it's like, fix this.
Yeah.
So tell us some do's and some don'ts in the
Yeah.
time that we have from your experience in operating the mic, you projecting. What is your responsibility and what you expect from us, the performer?
I'll give you a couple of instances. The first thing I'll tell any performer, learn your craft. Not just for instance, as a singer, I'm not just talking about now your techniques with singing,
Right.
but you now have to extend beyond that because you use a microphone. You now need to understand
What that is.
Why one type of mic instead of another type? Because you might pick up the wrong mic, not understand, you find sounding funny, and again, you're going to blame the technician. But you choose the wrong mic. For instance, the regular mic that we hold with the little bob head, you know, dynamic mic, is designed for that.
Right.
There are other mics, what we call, for instance, a pencil condenser. It's very slim. You know, probably about my finger at one size, just kind of, probably about this length kind of thing. But you try to sing with one of that. It will sound totally different. Don't care what you do, you will never sound the same as the regular dynamic mic, like the famous Shaw SM58 kind of thing.
Right.
Technical people will understand what I mean, right? So that's the first thing. You need to understand it. I hear people make statements, for instance, you pick up a mic, and it might be the right mic, start to sing or you talk or whatever, and then fix the mic, you're not sounding good. What does that mean?
Now you have to translate it.
What fix it? What do you mean? It had too much bass, it don't have enough, it had too much treble, it have a reverb, you want a reverb. What do you mean fix the mic? I'm not sure what you mean.
Right.
And unfortunately, a lot of singers can't even explain
They
that.
don't know how to.
And the thing is, they now get upset with the technician because like you making them out.
Right.
You understand?
Because they on stage.
They just don't know.
Yeah.
Simple things like, for instance, again, you front your monitors. And in the excitement, you do stuff and you hang the mic down and point it towards the monitor. Feedback. Guess what? The engineer gets the blame.
Yes. All of what's going on?
A good friend of mine, Victor Donovan. I hope you don't mind I call his name. Victor Donovan. No, he's known in the industry for this. One person just finished using a mic. Everything sound good, no problem. Another person came take the same mic, and a simple difference between holding the mic here and holding the mic here.
Yes.
Big difference. So the first person up hold it proper, nice technique, everything they're working good. The other person come and then he started, fix the mic, and I ain't hearing it. Victor stood up in the back of the audience. Use the mic properly. Yes,
So, yeah,
another one, let me give one more. I wouldn't call names, a particular well-known artist. And if you notice, a lot of artists, they like the cup, the head of the mic.
Yes.
Right?
I know it's going there.
I understand it. It looks a certain way.
Feels good too, yeah.
But it distorts the sound of the mic.
Right.
So this guy doing a rehearsal, only copying him, and it's sounding bad. He getting feedback, and he want to, oh God, give me a little more. My partner get up, he walk up to the stage, he grab the microphone, he said, this is how you use a mic. Hold it like this.
Yeah.
Did you hear the difference? So the next time we met him in a show, he said, Mister,
Thanks.
are you using it good? Right? So that's the thing. But yes, the engineer is not perfect. Not all of us have the same level of schooling and preparation and understanding even the techniques as to the same level. But it can't solely be the engineer's fault if you're not doing your part correct.
Correct. So it's two persons working
Two sides.
together.
Correct.
And then there's so much different dynamic because the solo, then when you talk about choirs,
Different
and
techniques
it's
altogether.
different things
Yeah.
that you would Eric, just before we wrap up, give us two fundamentals. Give us something that, just speak to us, like what you would like to see, from your experience with the creatives, with the industry, what you would like to see us come to. I know you talk about us understanding the craft and knowing, but, marrying that to bring that wonderful production out.
Yeah. You know, one thing I found out some years ago in other countries, if a promoter decides they want to do a concert, some event, you know what the first person they contact? The sound company. Right. You know how we just do it there? That's the last people we contact.
We just get everybody else.
We get venue, we get this, we get all kind of things, and the last people we contact is the technical people.
Okay.
Out there, they do the reverse.
Tell us why. Because
they understand the significance of the technicalities. At the end of the night, you have a show for 5,000 people. Right. How they hearing you on a stage? When they're 500 feet away, you need the technical. How they're seeing you, whether live on screens or after the fact by recording, they need the technical. And I could go in that. How it's dark, it's night. How they see you on a black stage? Lighting. You need the technical.
Right.
And sometimes the venue impacts on what you could do technically. Right. So before they even select venue, they choose what technical company they want to service that event. And based on those needs, then they select a venue. Wow. We just do the complete opposite.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We look for a venue first because, how much people want it? Oh, you want to get 500 people?
That's what we
right.
Yeah.
What venue could hold that?
We selling tickets.
And then the last thing, we want to bring a technical company to fit inside the constraints of the venue.
Wow.
So, I mean, it is what it is. We had to work with it, So I think that is one thing we could look at. I don't know if technical people are respected as much as they should. Right. For whatever reason, I don't know. Right. But I think there needs to be a tighter synergy between the artists and the technicals. Yeah. One of the things I see cause a lot of shows to fail is that everybody just concerned about themselves. Simple case in point. Lighting affects video. Audio is an important part of video. If lighting and audio bad, it affects the performance. Right. So everything interconnects.
Everything is connected.
But then if all I'm concerned about is how my lights look. Right. But then they have screens, they have cameras, depending on how the light is, it might impact on how the cameras look and how I position my monitor. I might want to look nice, but functionally it might be off.
Wow.
Because the monitor might be too far from the singer,
yes.
But I like a clean stage.
Right.
So, all those different things. So we have to get to the point where we have to understand that we're all part of a bigger picture. Yes. Because all of us was hired by the promoter. Right. For the sake of the event. Right. That is one.
And for those attending.
Yeah, correct.
Eric, our time is running out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. You hear indeed the knowledge that is coming out of, and it's years of experience. And I guess we have to bring you back sometime to do a volume 2 or volume 3 or whatever. Get you back comfortable on this side.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd just like to say one thing.
Sure, no problem.
We have a saying in this industry, go hard or go home. I tell people, if you're doing this, go at it 100%. Shelly has a term she used, do it afraid, and bravery will come.
Right.
You know you ain't quite ready. Yeah, you're itchy. You're good, but go still.
Go still.
Go hard.
Go still.
Go hard. Go hard.
And you hear it right here at Savvy Singers TV. Go hard. Do it afraid, but do it still. All right, so the only person can stop you from achieving your goal is you. All right, so go hard, do what you have to do. I'm Marlon Bailey here, right again at the Savvy Singers TV. Thank you so much for being with us. Until next time, love you guys.